All right. Looks like we are back live. Yep. We are back live. So, hey guys, Ben, bShawReacts, recording some more Drumeo. You guys know what we're doing. This is two playing his kit. He's showing us some of his moves. It's really neat to sit down and have a conversation with a member of Sleep Token because they don't do interviews. So, this is kind of neat. I think the only thing that would make it any neater is if they had got Vessel to show up and do his parts, uh, and have the interview. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. So it's okay. I get it. I get it. He doesn't want his art and his music to become about him. He wants it to be about the songs. So I respect that. Um, What was I gonna say? Okay, so we did part A of this just a few seconds ago, and then I'm stopped at part A, and then now we're doing part B. Okay, so this is the second half of the videos. Um, just so you know that this is starting halfway through what's already been done. So just letting you know right now, but so you don't have to hear anything and then be like, oh, I wasn't ready for that yet. Now's your chance. Go back and watch the other version, part A. Okay. And then come back to part B. And then we can roll out with that. Um, I'm going to mention it again. My Patreon, I've got it up and running finally. It took me a while to get that thing set up. I've got I got a good bit of videos posted on there now, but I'm still working on the upload. It's going to take a while. YouTube, I've got almost 300 like reactions posted to YouTube, so plenty of content out there. If you guys go looking for it, you'll find it. Trust me, it's there. It's all on my channel. There's a lot of it. Some of it is pre-transplant of my liver, and then more recently is the post transplant of the liver. So you'll see a difference in my videos whenever you watch them. You'll see kind of, I say the old me. It's not really the old me. It's just, prior to getting transplant, I was really sick and ill and I was going through it. So emotionally, I was a mess. Physically, I was a mess. And you'll see after transplantation and kind of the year and almost a year and a half that it took to recoup from that, um, where I am today is way better than where I was then. So I'm a blessed man, trust me. All right. Anyways, moving on. Part B. This dude, I still don't know his name. I forgot to look it up. Sorry about that, sir. Whatever your name is. Um, you shouldn't feel bad. You got to sit down with two and have an interview. So you know what? Just because Ben doesn't know who you are doesn't mean anything. Trust me. All right, here we go, guys. Let's do it.
You can see you're using lots of different linear stickings and sticking patterns. What are some of the ones that you would say define your drumming?
I've always been a big Eric Moore fan and gospel drummers in general. But I've taken a lot of influence from a couple of Eric's licks find their way into my playing. As an example, I use an 8-note linear phrase, which is played as right, left, kick, right, left, kick. That, along with a phrase called the 3-1-3-2, which is a triplet phrasing of 9 notes, played as right, left, kick, right, left, right again on the hands, and then finished with 2 notes on the kick.
So go ahead and put in the comments, like right now. I'm dead serious about this. I need answers. Okay. What he just said, does that make any absolute sense to you at all? I understand what he means by right, left, kick, right, kick, left, right, kick. I get what he's saying. But whenever he says there's a linear pattern, of a 9-beat triplet. Does that make sense to you with the right, left, right? You know what it reminds me of? Contra, the video game, the Nintendo game. And it was like up, up, down, down, left, right. Was it up, up, down, down, left, right, select, start, ABA, something like that? I don't remember, dude. That was years ago. For those that even remember that was a thing. But anyways, the right, left, right, kick, right, left. Come on. He should have just said, I do a thing, and when I do that thing, I know how to do that thing. That's all he had to say, right? Because this explaining, that would be like if you're not a musician and I start talking about the note names. Oh, it's an A, B, C diminished, 7th augmented, 4th with a sharp 6th. You'd be like, do what now? I get it. That's cool though. All right.
What I particularly like about this phrasing is that it's 3 notes short of resolving itself. So, as a drummer, you're forced to be creative with those last 3 notes and finish the sticking, the phrasing, in any way you see fit.
Holy hell.
Additionally, I'm a big fan of the standard paradiddle. I use this as a chop starter, often as I feel it's an organic way to prepare the listener for a slightly busier section within the drums themselves.
I would have been okay with them keeping Atlanta going. Ridiculous. That is disgusting. It's so clean. So clean. Dude.
I also use the six-stroke roll often in various elements of my playing, whether it's groove or fill based. Another song I enjoy playing live is entitled Like That. This is from our second record. Arguably, the drum parts in that song are, to this day, my favorite that I've written.
Trapped under the surface of your words, there is a new intention, new whispers that once could not be heard, catching your intention. Wait, talking with braces on your tongue, just to provoke my combat. New weapons to snap those final strings, just to watch me fall back. Do you like that? Do you like that? Push down into membranes and layers, creating a slow dissection. I stumble into your touch, an addition to your collection. Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like Fall into your eyes like a groove. Going into the sounds of your name. Fall into your eyes like a groove. Into the sound of your name. All your
Play them like you own them.
So when you're performing live with Sleep Token, do you try to stay true to the record, or are you actually taking quite a few creative liberties in the live set?
I would say that most of the parts that I tend to play in a live setting vary drastically to what was tracked on the record itself. This happens for a number of reasons. Sometimes when I have more time to sit with a finished track while rehearsing for a tour, I can look at it through a different lens and subsequently come up with a more interesting variation live. On the other hand, these things can happen more naturally and take on a different feel or sticking due to simply playing a certain song for long periods of time across touring. There are, of course, certain parts in each song that must remain true to the original.
Mm-hmm.
This
Absolutely.
could be a syncopated guitar part or even an electronic part on the pads that serves more of a supporting role within the song.
And just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing and wash out the soul from my head.
Those electronic drums, they sound expensive, don't they? Just listen to the sound that they create, the various depth that they're creating. It has almost like a 3D effect around you. Or it does in my headphones, but I'm hearing every time he hits it, the doof, 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 doof. It sounds so expensive. It sounds like a piece of gear that probably cost $10,000-$12,000 to get that electronic kit to put those things on his drums. I don't really know the price. I'm just saying, like, it just sounds expensive. It sounds like you've taken the whole need to have someone track drums. I mean, you got to have somebody to play it. So but you don't need a producer to produce the drums, because all he's got to do is come in and play the drums. Like, what are you gonna produce? What are you gonna tell this guy that, oh, you need to change your snare pattern here to make it match this song better? What was the producer gonna tell to? Like, honestly, no, nothing, because he's gonna come in, he's gonna do what he's doing right now. He's gonna play, and it's gonna come out that good, and they're gonna ask him, okay, well, what do you think, too? Do you think that you need to retrack this, or are you happy with it? And he'd probably be like, I mean, we got time to retrack it. I guess I'll retrack it, but for the most part, it's pretty clean. And I'm pretty sure he probably still tracked, numerous times, because they always do, and then they can add fills and do everything on the post production. But this is impressive. The guy is a phenomenal drummer.
I open my eyes to the future, I can hear you say my name. So rain down on me. Oh, rain down on me. Oh, rain down on me.
That is
So who are
gross.
some of your favorite drummers who have influenced your playing over the years?
When I first started playing, I, like many others in my generation, were heavily into drummers such as Joey Jordison, Matt from the band Mudvayne, as well as the more extreme speed players such as Derek Roddy. I was very much obsessed with the gospel style of playing. I spent most of my early adulthood studying players.
Well, yeah, I spit blood when I wake up. Sink porcelain stain, choking up brain matter and makeup. Just 2 days since the mainframe went down and I'm still messed up. Room feels like a meat freezer, I dangling like cold cuts. Missed calls, answer phones from people I just don't trust. Nerd talk, fake love, but I'll take a pound of your flesh before you take a piece of my pay stub. White roses, black doves, godmother, rise up. I need you to see me for what I have become. My mind, those eyes like fire. I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre. Come now, bite through these wires. I'm a waking hell and the guns grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher. Grow back your sharpest teeth, you know my desire.
Tony Royster Jr., Eric Moore,
Don't know who
Thomas
that is.
Pridgeon,
Don't know who that is.
simply slowing down YouTube videos in a feeble attempt to understand their concepts, their stickings and influences. These days, I would describe my playing style as a mixture of that signature Abe Cunningham of Deftones inspired heavier sort of grooving with a linear style gospel influence.
No amount of love will keep it around if we don't choose it. And I don't know what's got its teeth in me, but I'm about
I just.
So, two, what are some of your favorite Sleep Token songs to perform live?
I've always enjoyed playing a song from our first record entitled Sundining called Higher. The parts in that song have always felt very interactive to me, very fun to play while maintaining a fair deal of variance across the song itself. In regards to any newer material, I enjoy playing a track called Summoning due to the live edition of a drum solo that gives me a little more creative freedom, as well as its challenging feel.
Well, that's going to conclude this stream with two from Sleep Token. Two, thank you for being here and sharing your insights into Sleep Token's music. And with that, we're going to close with some final pieces of music from Sleep Token, and I'll leave this one to two. Take care, everyone.
You're now on your own, and the way you look at me when I am not understood, 'cause you can remember only when you're alone. I'm granting you more than the debt that I
Jeez, goodness gracious. Okay. So as I'm watching that, I had a couple of thoughts. I think I guess I'll bring them up. I was gonna say I'm just talk about it in the comment section, but it's nothing like super crazy. I'm just curious if I had to play and all this gear, this mask, it's got to be hot and miserable to breathe into that thing. I couldn't imagine having to stay covered up like that. I don't honestly I don't know if I could do it. Yeah, so look, these guys, all of them, we know that there's uber talent in the world. But some people, they just get all the talent. So I'm sorry, that was probably the most boring reaction of just sitting there watching me watch them, because I kept getting tranced into it and watching him with all of the stick movements and how quick he was and his rim shots, how skilled he was up and down with that hand on that rim. I mean, he's just and he looks like he might be a shorter person, like he's smaller. So it seems like whenever he sits into his drums and he's got straight up posture and he's playing, he's able to run on those pedals to get that double kick to happen so fast, and he's able to get to these things quickly because his arms are shorter. I think that being a smaller guy, it might actually help him play drums. I'm not sure that that's even a thing. I would imagine that if you're a lot taller and your arms are longer and you have to reach further to hit things, it's probably you got to be even faster to get to your cymbals and whatnot. Either way, what I'm saying is this guy has spent thousands of hours practicing on this kit. That's the reason he's as good as he is. It's not like you're just handpicked and it's like, oh, poof, you're going to have all this talent and you're going to be this talented. No, this guy had a passion and he wanted to play drums. So he got drums and he got a kit and he played it and he practiced day after day after day after day after day for hours, thousands of hours, in order to become a master of his skill. Anyone can do it. It's just a matter of determination and whether or not you're going to make yourself learn it. He did it, and it's awesome. So great job to two. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for me. It's 3 o'clock in the morning now, and I need to go to bed because my eyes are getting burning, and my wife's going to be waking me up in about 3 hours, 4 hours, like, hey, we got stuff to do today. And I'm going to be like, sure, absolutely, honey. Okay. Listen, hope everything's going good for you. Thank you for stopping by. Remember, I do have a Patreon. I've told you about that. Subscribe, hit the like, hit the comments. Tell me some more of what you want me to react to. I'm open to suggestions at this point. But I will say that I'm kind of leaving it up to my Patreon page to decide, a lot of the newer content that we're going to do, because I'm just going to do it and post it there and I don't have to worry about all the copyrights and stuff. So it's just a little easier. Anyways, thank you. Appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.